guys, this is my cat. He's always with me. Hello, Pasha. Welcome to today's video. So today we are doing like a little get ready with me, updated makeup routine, how I've been recently doing my hair. But it's just like a bit of a girly chit chat video. It is a video on how to achieve my everyday makeup look, or what I do for my everyday makeup look. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. Cue the face transition because the next clip's about to be me with no makeup on. But let's just get into it. Hopefully you can see that candle because I put it on for this video. Hello and welcome to another part of my room that you've probably never seen before. Welcome to this video, so let's get ready. I'm due a massive makeup haul, to be honest. Right, let me just tell you first what I'm going to go in with before I start going in with it. Ignore my uneven skin tone, pale, huge ass head, face, but we're just gonna get into it really quickly so you don't have to look at this ugly skin for any longer. First thing that I'm putting on my skin is this NARS foundation. This is the Natural Radiant Long Wear in the colour Fiji. This is like my favourite colour. I'm literally just going in with a wet beauty sponge. In my last video I actually used a brush. I don't really know what I was doing and I can't tell you why I went through this little stage of using a brush, but I just did. And if I keep looking that way it's because the mirror's there. So while I'm putting on my foundation, in between I like to do a few little sprays of the Mario Badescu. I use this on my face just because I feel like it moisturises my face and I can get a bit more out of the product so my face isn't so dry. Mind my hair, it's a bit messy. It is freshly washed. I washed it last night. I haven't brushed through it yet. I thought we could do a get ready with me so you could see me do my hair and how I get my curls. I've basically blended in this foundation. I look really washed out because of the light. I look white in the camera, but I can promise you that I'm not actually that white. Okay, I've put the hair up. Let's just ignore how I look. I'm on a self-love journey, so we're just going to pretend that I really look really lovely with this hair. If you're wondering what these are, I put one on either side of my face. I saw on this thing that if you do that, you can give yourself a little facelift. I think it works, but oh, fuck. For my mama sees, I'm going in with this RMCA powder. I just poured some into the lid. And then I don't like it to go on thick because I feel like it stains your foundation. I'm a really oily girl, so I use a lot of powder. I try and put my powder on really thin and sort of let it soak in. So I guess you could say I do baking, but just not thick. But I'm sort of shaping my nose with the powder just under where you would usually contour your nose. Say you would put the brown here and I would put the white just underneath it, just so it sort of shapes my nose a tad. But anyway, how are you all? While I'm doing this we can have a little conversation. While we're talking about the nose, you might be able to see something a bit different on my face. What do you think? I'm going to put like a little poll up. I always say that and I never do because I'm too lazy to find the section that I said that in. Do you like the piercing and do you think I should get a real one? I've had mixed reactions to it. My mum loves it and she is like begging me to get it done, whereas a few of my friends are like, don't get it done, just use the fake one if you like it. So I'm going to bake these areas of my face. I'm just going to leave that on to sink into for a little while, just while I do my bronzer and things, just so that I don't get any lines under my eyes and any oil around here. So on my chin, just because I do get so oily, I do put it on a bit thicker than these places. Just trust the process. And then what I'm going to do is do that facelift thing and hold up my cheek here and sort of suck in so you can see these lines. And just under, I'm going to do a really light line of powder just to define my cheeks. Sort of like colouring it in like a paintbrush. And I don't go too far up because otherwise you can create that harsh line there, which you really don't want. Because you want your makeup to look natural, you don't want to be creating lines everywhere. And I sort of blend that out just because I also don't want a harsh line here. I'm just going to do the same to the other side. What was we talking about? Oh, nose piercing. What do you think? Do I suit it? Do I not? I feel like it suits my vibe, but I literally look like Santa. I look like I've got a beard. I feel like I want to get all of my ear done. Now that it's like soaking into my skin, I'm going to take the other side of my beauty blender. Oh, I didn't even say what side I use. I use this side of my beauty blender for my powder and this side for my foundation. And I'm going to add another layer of powder just around my nose because that is literally where it gets so oily. I don't usually like using white powder because I feel like it can really wash you out and you can get backflash, whatever it's called, with the cameras. But this is the only one I have, so I'm just working with it. I now contour or bronze to make me not look as much a ghost as I look right now. This is like my all-time favourite. As you can see, I'm literally running out of it. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I use one brush for my skin makeup and this is from Real Techniques. You can get them from literally every single brush brand, but I like to use them for my bronzer and my blush. I feel like the thing with bronzer and blush, you've got to go in light and build it up. I feel like that with all makeup, like go in light and build it up. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with my cheeks and I'm really gonna miss this part out because I want to pull up my face. I don't want to bring it down, so I'm literally just going to be doing circular motions and really light. Like I don't want to go like this. I want to do really light around my face, sort of like pulling it up so we get that uplift. Do you know what I mean? We want to look youthful. Ain't nobody want to be good looking self. This is a matte bronzer. For defining your face, you really want to use a matte bronzer. You don't want to be using a glittery bronzer, otherwise it's just not gonna do anything. I'm gonna be following the bronzer up to my temples and onto my forehead. So obviously everybody's face shape is different. I feel like this one is pretty universal. Like if you want to have a more uplifted look, then bring it high up onto your cheekbone. And I like to also dab it onto my apples of my cheeks, sort of always going up. Like I never want to bring it down here. Like can you tell? Do I look more uplifted? Oh, I have more on the bigger side of the forehead, don't know if you can tell. So I'm literally going to be bringing that bronzer all the way up to my forehead and bringing it all the way around. With my forehead, one mistake that I used to really make was put too much onto it and just make it look really muddy and awful. You don't want to do that. And I stay well away from my hairline. Any part like where my hair is, I just stay away from it, because I used to do my makeup and I used to bring all the foundation up in here. You don't want to do that, because then you'll give yourself like orange bits in your hair. So you literally will make yourself orange at the root, and nobody wants to be orange at the root when you're blonde. I'm bringing my bronzer all the way down to my head, but just going in really light, because you don't want really dark up here and then this part to be really light. You don't want to be holding too close. It's like a paintbrush. If you hold really close, or a pencil, you're going to get like harsher lines. But if you hold nearer the end, you have more control over the movement of the brush. Just going to be doing the same to the other side. So as you can see, I'm sort of following the natural line that my face actually makes if I had proper cheekbones. Like if I pull in, you can sort of see the lines that is natural to your own face. So now I'm going to rub off that excess powder. I have actually broken out on my skin. Can you see? I've got like a little bindi there, and then I've got a few like little texture. I've got some texture on my skin. Don't like texture. Texture on your skin's natural, so I could have waited forever to film this video, but I thought let's just be real and raw. Everybody gets spots. I still have to do my makeup when I have spots, so I don't want to pretend like I never have spots, because trust me, I break out. My skin is so sensitive. Go and follow my Instagram. It will be linked in the bio, and also put it up here. It's just Chaise on Instagram. It is probably the place that I'm really active on. Go and follow that. I always post like outfits and what I'm doing. If you've seen my Instagram, you will know how much I bake. I may possibly be filming a video today that should be up soon of me baking. Let me just tell you, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but you may as well call me Mary Berry's granddaughter. Next, I'm going in with a blush. I'm going in for this matte blush, and it is in the colour Stay Pretty. I think I need a new one of them. Same thing with the bronzer I like to do with the blush. I like to hold it at the end so I have a lot of control over the brush. I'm going to be holding up my cheek again and basically using that as a guide, just like the bronzer. So you can see what I'm doing in my face. I'm not bringing it too far in and I'm not bringing it too far out. I'm sort of focusing on one spot but also angling it up, and I always smile. And with the blush, I always use dabbing motion, and I'm not really sure why. Just like building up the colour by dabbing. Feather it over the nose, over the head and over the chin. Then I like to go in with a shimmery blush. So this is the Too Faced Peach Beach blush. So it's really shimmery. I love adding peach to my face. I feel like peach really complements my skin tone. Actually going to be focusing this more onto the apples of my cheek, just to add some glow. Like we want some glow. That's sort of like the spot where the sun would hit, so that is why I like to add it here. Add some shimmer to my face. And voila! That is one thing recently. I watched my videos back and I'm like, ugh, why didn't I check if I was in focus? I'm on like this self-love journey at the minute. If you've seen on my Instagram, I bought this new like self-love book, this other book which is all about manifestation. I'll put a picture up here. Chaise, please, just if you're watching this, which you are, put the picture up here because you never do. One thing, if you've watched me from the beginning of my channel, or if you've just known me for the past like 5 years, lashes, they have been such a big thing for me. I never took them off. Nobody ever saw me without lashes. It was such a big deal to me, and I actually have started this video with lashes, as you can tell. Well, I hope you can tell. I hope they don't look bald from far away. That is just one thing that still to this day, lashes are such a big thing to me, but luckily I'm not so obsessed with like lash extensions and stick-on lashes. They were such a big thing for me. Like I couldn't go out without them. Nobody would see me without them. And over lockdown, because I've been on this, you know, whole self-love journey, I've just try to accept the fact that the lashes aren't me, and actually they look pretty horrible. Giving myself some time to grow them. So can you see them? Mind my bindi there. But yeah, I've just given myself some time to grow them out, and just to realise that I'm not my lashes. And if you watch back my first video, please don't. If you do, I've thought about deleting it so many times. I had these huge extensions on my eyelashes, and to be honest, they just didn't complement my face at all. I feel like they dragged my eyes down and they was just too much for my face. They just didn't really suit my face, but I thought the bigger the better, but it's so not true. Like who wants like black things like this coming out of your face? Nobody. And the things that they done to my eyelashes, like they ripped them out. Let me actually tell you what mascara I've been using, because some of you might be interested to know. I found like my favourite combination. This is a little Dior mascara. It's like a base mascara lash primer thing, and it's like literally white. And you just put it onto your lashes, and then you put these little fibres over your lashes. These are like a lifesaver if you're feeling a bit insecure about your lashes. If they need some length to them, then you can use these. But the actual mascaras themselves that I've been using is this MAC mascara. I love this mascara. I think it's called Bab. You wouldn't think this mascara was good from the brush, but what this does is really separate your lashes. And then I like to add in volume with this mascara. So this is the Rimmel Wonderluxe Volume Mascara, and it is such a wet mascara. They really work together, they're really well as well. So I like this one to use separation and this one to add volume. One thing that is really new to my makeup routine is eyeliner. So I don't actually use black eyeliner. I create a winged line with this, and I also use it in my waterline. And this is the colour Teddy by MAC. I've literally got obsession. I should just get a facelift. Pull my eye up and try and do the best wing as possible. That is one thing that I've learned over lockdown, is like okay winged eyeliner. I could never do it before. Practice makes perfect. I'm still on my eyeliner journey, but I'm nearly there. So I've added eyeliner to my waterline. This is like a brown shiny eyeliner, and then I've just drew a little wing here. It probably looks awful because this pencil isn't even sharp. I literally just like the look of it. Like, I like that something's there in my eyes, and I feel like it lifts up my eye a bit more. One thing I don't do is I don't bring it in from here because I have quite rounded eyes already. What I like to do is sort of just bring it into halfway, because if you bring it in all the way in, it sort of defines your eye, so it makes it more rounded. But if you start the wing from halfway from your eye, it lifts your eye more up, so it gives you that, like, gives you more of like an almond shape if you start it halfway. But if you start it all the way in, it browns my eyes, and I want my eyes to look as almond as possible. Okay, so next I'm literally going to be taking that same Too Faced bronzer and adding it to the tip of my nose, just to sort of shorten my nose at the bottom. Just creating a little light line right here, and then also add it to the underneath of my lip. You see the shadow? I'm just going to be creating more of a shadow just to create the illusion of bigger lip. Sometimes for my everyday makeup routine, I like to take a bit more of this bronzer and literally just add it to my eye, just to add like the teeniest bit of colour. This look is so simple and really quick, but I'm longing it out. One thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I've got really good videos planned. I've got this gorgeous Boohoo haul coming up, full of outfits that I would have never have worn before. I think also I'm going to do the haul with my mum, because I thought it would be a really good idea, because my mum's a bit older than me. Obviously she's still young, but not just that, she's got a different style to me, so I thought like you could watch two people's different styles. Like, it's a bit of a bonus really, isn't it? I'm just going to try and make her my sister as much as I can. Eyebrows now, as you can see, I've got like nothing on my eyes. My eyebrow, I meant. They're really light. I feel like they need dyeing, but I've been doing this really weird thing to them. I don't really know why. I've been taking any old lip balm. I'm going to be taking this lip balm, coating my eyebrows. Not only does it apparently help your eyebrows grow, but it adds some sort of shape to them. I really need to get like an eyebrow wax thing, and I'm using this little spoolie and sort of just lifting my hairs up. Hello?
We'll just go and get some fence paint.
Oh, okay. Love ya.
See you in a bit.
See ya. I said I've run out of this as well, so there will definitely be a makeup haul coming up. This is the Anastasia brow definer, so I use the colour dark brown. Just really lightly go in right up here. So I like to sort of angle it in just so it defines my eyebrow a bit more and just lifts up the eye. Like, this is literally just all an illusion, but I'm just going to be angling it more down, so this part looks like it's angling more up. Does that make sense? And then I'm just going to be brushing it out really lightly, blending it out. And then I just like to add a tad bit of colour because they need dyeing to the ends of my eyebrow. I've just realised after this video how much I pull up my face. So facelift surgery vlog coming soon. Talking about surgery, who wants it? I do. If you can hear that dog barking, I'm sorry, it's not mine, it's somebody else's. Shut up! After lockdown is over, I will be going to the lip place. So do you see my lips? When they naturally sit, as they naturally sit, they face downwards, like look. Like, I look like a bulldog, basically. So, what I want to go to the lip place and do, ask them to freeze my muscle here. So put a bit of Botox, not filler. Basically, look at my lips now. And then they'll add in the freeze. Miserable bulldog to model, basically. Lips, lips, lips. First thing I'm going to do is be taking that same lip balm, adding it to the centre of my lip, just so the colour doesn't go too pigmented there. I'm going to be taking the colour Stripped Down from MAC. So this is a MAC lip liner. And I'm going to be overlining my lips slightly, just underneath, just right in the centre of my lips. I'm just going to be overlining, sort of blending that out. And then colouring it in, just on the centre of my lip. And then I'm going to be following my natural lip line all the way up into the corners. This is so hard to do from far away. And I'm also doing it more lightly around my edge lip line. And the reason why I do this is because so it creates more of a pout through the middle rather than sausage lips. Because if you outline all of this part, it can just sort of create a really unnatural look, which you don't really want. So that's what I like to do, and I feel like it really suits my lip shape. Today I'm going to be taking Pitch Perfect by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a few shades lighter. Shut up! Why is that dog barking? This is just And there's my lips. And now, last but not least, I don't know why I've done this in like the weirdest order in the world. I'm going to be taking this little highlight brush. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush. It's quite a fluffy brush. And I'm going to be spraying it with this rose water. So the reason why I do this is so the powder isn't so dry when it goes on my face, so it won't look as chalky. So I'm going to be taking the Jeffree Star highlighter in Supreme Frost in the colour Wet Dream and just adding it to the tip of my nose and to my cheeks. So I literally add like the shortest little strip right here, just where the sun would literally hit my cheeks. So I don't like to take it too far in and I don't like to take it too far up either. And then if it's too harsh, I'll just blend it out. And then I'm going to be spraying like one of my fingers. I usually use my ring finger, like from quite far away, and dabbing my finger into the highlight, creating a really short line right here and then blending it out just so it defines my nose a tad more. And then I'm going to be taking my little pinky finger, rubbing it into my highlight, in it on the inner corners of my eyes and slightly underneath my eyebrows. That is me done! That is my whole makeup routine to a T, completely done. Finally! It's so hard filming and doing your makeup, honestly. Start getting my hair ready, take it out of this. Let's pull out these little apparent face lifting things. Ow. I don't know if I should get scissors or what, it's like stuck. Ow! I'm just gonna have to rip it off like a band-aid. 3, 2, 1. No, I can't. Ow! Okay, this might work. It's like a little eyebrow shaver thing. Hopefully it doesn't cut my hair. Hopefully it's not strong enough. Oh yeah! Done it. Oh, if that dog doesn't shut up. Oh shit, can you see that? What an idiot. I just realised, duh, I use it on my eyebrows. Of course it's going to be able to shave my hair. I'm just going to have to do it to this one too though. Oh, I can't. Fuck it. Look at that. Okay, that was smart. I've got it like in between my fingers so it doesn't shave my hair. Oh shit, it's still hurting though. Sorry for all my swearing, by the way. Because it just doesn't look nice, does it, if you swear? But I can't help it. Okay, that one didn't pull as much hair out. It pulled out like 4 strands, where the other one looked like it could have made me bald. Okay, I'm just going to go through my hair with a wet brush because I feel like they've just got softer bristles. I got quite a bit of hate on TikTok because people didn't believe me that I had no extensions, but I don't even know where you would put extensions. You can honestly see that I haven't got any. I've always had really long hair. So there's a few things that looks different about me. Number 1, my hair is like a silver colour, and number 2, the nose ring. So I put all this thick purple shampoo into my hair, and I put it into my hair when it was quite dry, and I just left it to sit in there for about half an hour. This is what I've literally been obsessed with doing to my hair recently. So this is ready and it's all hot. Roll my hair and we can talk while I'm rolling my hair. This is the Babyliss Pro Stylist tool. So what I like to do is just section the bits of my hair that I'm rolling. So I like to create like a little halo-y bit here. Do I want it that way? I feel like I might roll it forward just for the sake of this video, just to see, because I've never rolled it forward before. Oh, you don't know. Now would you look at that? I've realised how fast I talk and I really don't like it. It's now become a bit of an insecurity of mine. So, if you ever hear me talking a tad too slow, that's because I'm trying to talk slow. So some of them I'm going to be using these little pins and they're actually colour coded. So I like to take the bigger rollers for all around my face. I should be really wearing a glove, but it's a tad too hot for that and I couldn't be bothered to wear one. So, these are very hot. Right, I'm putting the glove on because they are way too hot for my hands and they're burning them off. So that's my new goal. If you ever hear me talking like a slug, it's on purpose. I definitely don't really know how to do this properly. I just go for it and just hope for the best. They're quite a simple thing to do, and I feel like no matter what way you put them in, they come out really lovely. They do actually come in different sizes. So if you want tighter curls, you can actually use the smaller ones, but I like to use the big curls because I like them really bouncy around my face. Whoa, it is really hot. I actually have another video filmed and ready to go up, but it's not going to be up for a while just because it's a drive with me and I've already filmed quite a few drive with me's and posted them. Literally it's just me and my mum in the car. We love our car journeys and we just talk about things like surgery, you know, what our opinions was on it and everything like that, and just about some experiences, quite some really girly stuff, which some people don't have that kind of relationship with their mums to talk about. But stay tuned for that one. I'm really excited for that one. It's like quite a girly chat video. They're like my favourite videos, you know, we can just sit down and chat normally. Now I have to go on to the next size down just because I have so much hair and I've already used 8 rollers. I am really excited about some future videos coming up. I just feel like I'm really into YouTube at the minute. I've always been really into YouTube, but I feel like really inspired. I go through lots of stages where I just doubt myself all the time and I'm like, oh, my videos aren't good enough. But like I said, I'm on a bit of a self-love journey, so I'm trying to be a tad more positive. So I've actually just found a question where somebody asked how I style my fringe. I will show you after. I know what you mean if you've just recently got a fringe and you don't know how to style it. I really like to curve mine. I will obviously show you, so I just use straightness to do it. Okay, so somebody asked the question, opinions on getting drunk before the legal age. Obviously I'm quite young myself. I think that everybody gets drunk before the illegal age. What even is the illegal age? 16? I don't really have any opinions on it. I would just say be sensible, because when you're young it's definitely when you make the most of your maybe mistakes or regrets. Yeah, sensible when drinking. Once I'm drunk I get pretty smashed, which is pretty bad, but I just have no self-control basically. What's your dream holiday destination? I think I've said this in a few videos. Hawaii. What's your most embarrassing story? Oh my god, for me, I feel like I have so many. Probably all of the moments I've been drunk. Okay, I've done the rollers. No idea how they look from the back, but I'm just going to wait for these to cool down and we should just have like a general little chit chat. I've got myself a cup of tea. I'm going to take off the glove. Can I just say while we're here, thank you to everybody who is supporting my channel, reposting my videos, sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting, everything, even asking me a question on Instagram. Yeah, just thank you so much for supporting me. Recently, finally hit 400 subscribers and my next goal is obviously 500, but then it will be 1,000, and I feel like when I hit 1,000 I'm just going to be so gassed. I'm going to be like, oh yeah. I feel like my main thing on Instagram, what I get comments about and DMs about, is about starting YouTube. I always get asked, what camera do you use? What do you edit your videos on? How do you have this confidence? I get quite a lot of questions on it. I am a YouTube fanatic. Like, some people get really obsessed with like celebrities, some people get really obsessed with music, artists, some people just get obsessed with sports. I'm obsessed with YouTube. I'm a really big YouTube fangirl, just because YouTube I find is so personal. I watch people out of comfort. When I'm really anxious at night time, sometimes like when nobody's there with me, just putting on the YouTube and listening to like these voices that I recognise in the background just really helps calm me down. I just find it homey. Like, I've always watched it ever since I was younger, obviously. I just love watching people. I feel like you find their personalities through their videos. I feel like you find out so much about someone. It's like having internet friends that I always think, oh my god, I feel like I know you but you don't know me. Like, it's one of those really weird things. I just feel like you can learn anything on YouTube. Should we start taking them out? Okay, let's start taking them out. This is how I like to take them out. Look at that! I've actually suffered with quite bad skin. It wasn't like full on acne. I know people get it way worse, but it was something that completely knocked my self-confidence. But I feel like I've come more on top of it now, and I've learned to accept, like, we get spots. Like this spot here, it really frustrated me. I thought, I'm not going to film until it's gone. But I'm just going to stop letting stuff like that hold me back from filming, because it's pretty ridiculous. Look how pretty these girls are. If you would like to see my skin journey video, then just let me know. I've got some really good before and afters of my skin. Let me know who you've loved watching on YouTube at the moment, because I love finding out new YouTubers. Okay, just trust the process of this. This is like my new favourite way to curl my hair. I just find it really easy and they look really pretty, and it doesn't actually take that long. Okay, this is my hair. Can't really see. I need to somehow sort it out. It becomes like just so bouncy and really cute, and you can get better curls if you leave them in for longer, but to be honest, I just thought, you know, it's like 4 o'clock now. If I waited too long, then I would have been talking to you guys for way too long, and I probably would have eaten your ear off, so I wasn't going to do that to you. So this is literally how I do my fringe. I just grab it, curl it from the root and curl it. So I sort of do this motion to curl it at the root, just to give it a bit of volume. That is the end of today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. I could literally sit here and talk to you guys all day. Hopefully you enjoyed this video enough to subscribe. Make sure if you did like this video to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below for any more video ideas, and make sure to head over to my Instagram so you can keep up with me. Overall, I really do hope you liked today's video. It was a bit of like a chit-chatty long video, but I really do hope you liked today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!